Revit ships with a fairly substantial library of family components that you can access quickly and easily through the Load Family tool that we saw in the previous movie. However, even with this resource, you'll quickly find that there's items lacking from the out-of-the-box offerings. You could, of course, build these items yourself, and we have a chapter devoted to the family editor later in the course. There are many websites available that offer Revit content as well. And so in this movie, what I'd like to do is look at the website that's actually hosted by Autodesk, and it's called Autodesk Seek. And in fact, it's actually built right here into the product, so it's very easy to get to. So you can see here I'm in a file called Using Seek, and it's a version of the file we were working on in the last movie, and I've just added one or two additional components, a few countertops and a hot water heater. I'm going to go to the Insert tab, and over here on the right-hand side is the Autodesk Seek panel. And the way this works is you simply click in this field and input what you're looking for as a search, and it will go out to Seek and look for the item. So in this case, I'm going to type in bathtub. Press Enter. And that will load my default web browser and search for bathtubs. Now you'll see that it takes me to Autodesk Seek, and it's searching Revit content, and it puts in the search query that I asked for here. Here's all my results. Now, there might be dozens, if not hundreds, in some cases. It really depends on what your search criteria is. In this particular case, I'm going to limit the search. You can see here that there are lots of manufacturer-provided content that shows up here. So there's several Kohler items, and if I scroll down, there might be other manufacturers like Sterling Plumbing and so on. For this particular example, I'm going to limit the content source over here to the generic items. These would be items that are provided actually by Autodesk. And so rather than go and pick a specific manufacturer, but feel free to explore the manufacturer content on your own if you like. And I'm going to stick with this very simple rectangular bathtub here. You can see there's a preview, and I'll click bathtub right there. And you can see that it comes in several different file formats. So typically what you want to do is choose the latest version that's available. So I'm going to choose 2011 in this case. And there's two options up here. We can download it to Autodesk 360 if you have such an account, or you can click the drop down here and say download it to your local, and that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to click that and then click the button. You may have to accept an agreement, so be sure you read the terms and conditions and then check this and click accept. And then it will ask you what you want to do with the file that you're downloading. Now, the exact steps that I'm following here might vary if you have a different web browser, but it should look something like this. We can either save the file to our hard drive, or we can open it directly in Revit, which is actually what I'm going to do. That'll save me a step. So this will open it directly in Revit, and it actually opens it in the family editor. Now, I don't want to get into any of the details of the family editor just yet. We're going to cover that in a later chapter. All we really need to do here is come over here to this button up on the ribbon, Load into Project, and click that, and it will take this item that we have open in the family editor, and it will load it directly into my current project. Now, you can see the size that it's bringing in is kind of small. So if I open up this list here, it loaded the family bathtub and lots of different sizes. Now, my toilet rooms are 5 feet, so a 60 by 30 inch size ought to do nicely. So I'll choose this 60 by 30 inch, and I will tap the space bar a few times and place it right in that corner there. Pan over here, place another one in that corner right there. I'll press escape to cancel out of the command, and if I wanted to, I could continue performing additional search queries in Seek and looking for other content. So Seek is Autodesk's online offering that provides access to lots of online content, both provided by Autodesk and by several manufacturers. So I encourage you to take some time to do some searches on Seek and get comfortable with the offerings that are available there. I think you'll find that it's a vast resource that you will find very useful in your projects.